On a quiet summer night in Houston, Texas, a family's home turned into a brutal crime scene. A young girl, only 10 years old, was forced to witness the unimaginable, the murder of her parents and little sister. What she did next was nothing short of heroic. But the true horror, this senseless massacre was allegedly orchestrated by someone with a personal vendetta. This is the chilling story of survival, betrayal, and cold-blooded murder. June 30th, 2021. It was an ordinary evening for Gregory Carhee, 35, his wife Donyavia Lagway, 29, and their children. They had just settled in for the night in their Houston apartment, unaware that their lives were about to be cut short in the most gruesome way. At around 9:45 p.m., a man forced his way into the family's apartment. His name? Xavier Davis, a 32-year-old with a criminal past. Armed and ready, he stormed into the home, instantly changing the course of this family's fate. Davis did not come alone. He carried out this crime on the orders of a woman who had once been intimately connected to the victims. What followed was a massacre. Davis opened fire, first shooting Gregory Carhee and Donyavia Lagway as their terrified children watched. Their screams filled the apartment, but Davis showed no mercy. He then turned his gun to 6-year-old Harmony Carhee, shooting her in the head. But he wasn't done. His next target? A 10-year-old girl, the only witness left alive. When Davis pointed his gun at the 10-year-old, she had only seconds to react. The bullet struck her, and pain shot through her body. But she refused to give up. Playing dead, she remained motionless on the floor, her heart pounding, waiting for the killer to leave. She knew that even the slightest movement could mean death. Minutes passed, then silence. The nightmare wasn't over, but she saw an opportunity. She crawled to her baby brother, the only other survivor. Her parents and sister lay lifeless beside her. With trembling hands, she locked the door and called her family for help. Her voice, barely more than a whisper, carried a message of tragedy. Authorities rushed to the crime scene, horrified by what they found. The apartment bore the marks of brutal violence, and Davis had already fled. But law enforcement was relentless. Days later, Xavier Davis was arrested. But as investigators dug deeper, a shocking twist emerged. Davis had not acted alone. The murders were not just a random act of violence. They were planned. And the mastermind? Alexus Williams, a woman with a past connection to one of the victims. Alexus Williams, who had previously dated Donyavia Lagway, allegedly orchestrated the entire attack. Investigators revealed that Williams had recruited Davis, instructing him to kill the family. But why? Revenge, jealousy, a deep-seated grudge. Williams reportedly promised Davis that he could take whatever he wanted from the home if he carried out the killings. But that's not all. In a move as disturbing as it was brazen, Davis actually FaceTimed Williams during the murders. She watched as the plan unfolded, showing no remorse. Xavier Davis was quickly charged with 3 counts of capital murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Given the severity of the crime, prosecutors announced that they would seek the death penalty. But what about Alexus Williams? In March 2022, authorities arrested her as well, charging her with 3 counts of capital murder. Unlike Davis, Williams pleaded not guilty, and her trial is set to take place later this year. Her defense? She denies any involvement, but the evidence, including the FaceTime call, paints a different picture. Justice for the victims. The murder of Gregory Carhee, Donyavia Lagway, and Harmony Carhee shook the Houston community. The family, described as loving and hardworking, had their lives stolen in a brutal act of betrayal. Survivors and relatives continue to mourn their loss, fighting for justice and honoring their memories. The 10-year-old girl, now a symbol of resilience, lives with the trauma of that night, but also the strength of a survivor. As the case moves forward, one question remains. Will justice be served? This case is a chilling reminder that the darkest evils can sometimes come from the people we once trusted. A family was destroyed. A child was left to survive unimaginable horror. And the pursuit of justice is still ongoing. What are your thoughts on this horrifying case? Should both suspects receive the death penalty? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more gripping true crime stories. Stay safe out there.